Hey there. This is the Boston Teachers Union Teacher Portfolio Project, Episode 4. We're going to look at how to add and edit text. My name is Mark Lonergan. Today we're going to talk about how to enter text, how to copy and paste from another document, how to adjust font sizes, and how to adjust the size of a text box. So let's jump right into it. First of all, how to add text. Couldn't be easier. Your template has a lot of places where there's mock text already. So the easiest way to do that is to just double click on it, triple click on it, and you can just type right in there. So for example, if instead of it saying my name here, you might want it to say your actual name. And then maybe you're not a 5th grade ESL teacher. Maybe you're a high school math teacher instead. You can change anything else in there as well, but you don't need me on video to do that. A couple other easy ways to insert text. Let me show you what that looks like just down here at the bottom on a blank space in the page. You go over to the insert part of the side menu and can click text box. When you do that, look, a text box pops up, and then you can just start typing here. Another way is just to find empty space and double click, and then this kind of steering wheel menu will pop up and it will let you choose what you want to add in that space that you just clicked. If you click text box, again, it'll pop up. A lot of these commands should look familiar in terms of bold, italic, alignment, numbering, bulleting. It definitely doesn't have as many choices as a printed document. So that's something to keep in mind as you switch from putting stuff on a paper document to putting stuff on a website. Next, let's talk about something that might be pretty common for you. Let me get rid of those. Which is copying and pasting text that you've already typed in some other place. Now, Google likes Google. So if you've done your stuff on a Google document, your life might be a little bit easier, but you should be able to copy and paste from any other word processing document as well. So one place where you might want to be doing that is, for example, the resume page. Maybe you want to just copy and paste the text from your resume right here. If I do a version of that, I'm going to grab a copy of my own resume, and it's just really a copy and paste exercise. So I'm going to copy from this document and then come over here and I'll just click and Control V to paste it. Now you see what happened is that the formatting is different on a web page versus on the paper. So you may want to do some adjusting. Remember, we don't have a ton of choices, but if you want to change the fonts, just a quick reminder that fonts you can change by going over to themes. Once you pick your theme, there's an option for choosing a font style. But once you change the font for one page, it'll be changed for your entire, all the pages on your website. So that might not be something you're interested in doing. The other thing you can do for individual text, in addition to making it bold or italic, is to adjust the size of it. And it doesn't have specific point size like we're used to. Instead, it just sorts it into 5 categories. Title is the biggest, and then heading, subheading, normal is what we're used to seeing, and then small is the smallest. Just to give you an idea, this is maybe for this page, I'll make that my title instead of resume, because resume is already up at the top of the screen. And then maybe what were my subheadings on my resume will become my headings, like education, certifications, what else did I have? Professional experience, what else? Activities and community service. And then if I really wanted to, I could even go in further and say different entries in each of those categories could become subheadings, and that would just make them stand out even a little bit more. Let's see what that would look like. Oh, see, it uses my theme color and turns things into that. Maybe you like it, maybe not. It's up to you. One other thing that you, oh, just wanted to point out one more thing. This small size is pretty small. So I would suggest not using it except maybe a caption of a picture. And then the only place you'll see it used on this template is the footer at the bottom of the screen, where the text is typically pretty small. One other thing you might want to do with text is to adjust the size of the box. So let's say you wanted to include on this page not just your resume, but maybe you wanted to include on the side some quotes or some photos or logos of the different places organizations you've worked with. If you wanted to add some space for anything like that, you just go to your text box, and in the middle you'll see two blue circles, and those will allow you to adjust the text box left or right. When you start to drag the blue circle, you'll notice that behind your text box there's 12 columns that appear, and that will help you adjust the spacing. Now, these columns only appear while you're moving things. So if I wanted something that takes up half the screen, 3, 4, 5, 6, I would move it over to column number 6, and then I'd have half the screen to add photos or another text box or whatever I wanted. So let's just see. Did we enter text? Yep. We copied and pasted text. We adjusted the font sizes, and we adjusted the size of the text box. So that is all for now, and thank you for watching.